It's week 4 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He had a touchdown last week. The cherry on top of a...
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Now Jones. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. We can look at this Bronco defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom charts.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
This 2nd and 4.
At the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Bigsby. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, some strong running. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, Bishop. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Bishop. A quick throw, but incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. They showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Throwing Jones. Pass taken in by his good tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A fake on the jet sweep and a give to Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up the notch.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jones. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Bronco defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing on 1st down. Bishop. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Bishop. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Man over the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
This will be caught at about the 6. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's third and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. A beautiful fake, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Jones throw caught by his receiver Hill. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw out wide is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And it will tie things up at 6-6. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Bishop. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And the Titans are going to be set up at a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Dobbins. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now Jones going to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marvin Mims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have moved out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bishop. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down. Bishop. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That's taken on the 25. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Denver's offense now set to go. But Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. It's Hill, complete. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
At the 43-yard line.
Dobbins trying the left side. There he goes, left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 19-yard line.
Holding offense.
Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. And when you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd down, a run to Dobbins. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Off play action. Jones. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Now the try here for the point after. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Well, last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bishop. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Operating from the gun. Bishop is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw again. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The final shot before break. Bishop. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
That's interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7.
At the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bishop.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bishop.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Tank Bigsby, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, throw left side, taken in by Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now he appears to be in some pain. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones. His throw incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. He finds his man complete. That's Day.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 1st and 10, Bishop. And again back to Kmet. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Back to throw. Bishop. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bishop.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, this could start getting a little more interesting.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Operating from the gun. Jones. He finds his man complete. It's Bennett. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He'll air this one out from Mims. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And it's third down.
Back to throw. Jones. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Aaron Donald in there for a big milestone in this game. That's sack number 198 of his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer Reggie White for second place all time. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Fant. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Now Jones. Going right back to Fant.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing Jones.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Titans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And the Titans 1st down.
Jones on 1st down.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts, not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lock it for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
And Bigsby once more.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Nice footwork at the 25. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
At the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, that's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Jones. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
And out across midfield down to the 45. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Jones now on 1st and 10. Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jones throw here, caught by Mims.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Denver, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.